Finally, I'm back, and this time I'm not making an update or nothing. I'm gonna review one of these games. Do y'all remember when I said I did something else with my DVD rack? Which y'all know my DVDs are in there now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I did with my DVD rack. I put every video game I have in my personal collection on this rack. Speaking of which, I got a couple game updates to show you. I got Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock on the PS3, NBA Hoops on the Sega Dreamcast, last but not least, NFL 2K. I got more updates to show you guys, but I'm going to do that in a whole video. I got a couple request videos to do. I'll do that in a moment, but right now I'm going to review a game I hadn't been meaning to review, but between drawing my personal life, I just hadn't found the time. As you can see, the camera's pointing at the Wii games, and we're going to review one of the many Wii games I own. And the game we're going to review today is Transformers Cybertron Adventures. What kind of title is that? Where you could have been playing Transformers War for Cybertron, or Transformers Fall of Cybertron. Both superior games. This one inferior. In the words of Soundwave, Cybertron games PS3 superior, Cybertron Adventures inferior. Become the ultimate weapon. Fight to the end in the war that started it all. Battle as the Autobots and Decepticons. Original missions designed exclusively for the Wii that tell the untold story of Cybertron. As you see, we got the aerial bots, Megatron, Soundwave, and of course the best of the best, Optimus Prime. There's the disc itself. As you can see, this is basically another copy of the two superior games. Basically, this game is basically taken off between and after War for Cybertron. I'll let you guys read the game, play the games yourself before I give any spoilers away, because I don't want to do that. But honestly, unless you're a fan of Transformers or just a casual gamer, this game is just one of them games that you want to have. Actually, I'm not going to blame Activision, or I'm not going to blame Activision, Hasbro, or anybody for that. I'm going to blame the number one people, and that will be the same people that made Nintendo, the Nintendo Wii. I'm blaming the Wii because my understanding is Nintendo wants the Wii to be a family system, which I think is hypocrites, because look, Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 0, Dark Side Chronicles, and the Umbrella Chronicles. All those are M-rated games. Nintendo, I should inform you that, guys, that I was born in the morning, but not yesterday morning. So I think Nintendo, for the record, I love Nintendo, but they're being hypocrites. Anyway, that's another story for another day. This is just a game that's hard for a fan to play. Basically, the downfall is you don't transform. I mean, seriously, Transformers. And as in robots in disguise, more than meets the eye, and you can transform at your own choice. Heck, you can't even control the game at your own will. Basically, the game. Here's what happens. The game is basically has you playing as either. It don't let you choose if you want to be the Autobots or the Decepticons. It basically has you playing as both factions, like in the storyline, which I think is. I mean, the game, in fairness, had some really interesting more to the story that War for Cybertron kind of left out. But nevertheless, this game, the game's story, you can just, unless you are bored, then don't do it. Anyway, the game you start off as playing as Sideswipe, and right from the get-go, you're thrown into the fire, out of the frying pan into the fire. And the bottom line is this: you don't get the opportunity to control the Transformers themselves. All you get to do is control their weapons. Nothing more, nothing less. And to make things worse, they really upped the difficulty in this game, making a boss battles like with Triticon or any other bots or cons more of a pain in the bruja. That's Spanish for witch for those uninformed. The controls in the game really can sometimes work against you, because you gotta react quickly to certain events in a battle, and you gotta rush to take out the enemies and all that. The graphics in the game are just simple, and honestly, if you compare them to the PS2 and GameCube editions, you say those games are masterpieces compared to this. Well, the character models look decent, but honestly, it just feels like you were given the shaft. Like, they got the gold mine, you get the shaft. And it's nice that they got the voice over from for War for Cybertron over with Peter Cullen as Optimus Prime, which was my main reason to get in War for Cybertron, by the way. But the point is, the sound's good. Only the two things are good are the sound quality and the voice acting and the story. Nothing else. Honestly, I can't believe I had the opportunity to buy this or Resident Evil Afterlife. And I bought this because I love Transformers. And I paid $40 for this game. And a game that took me a while to beat. But overall, only get this game if you're a casual or a fan of Transformers. So I think this was Activision's karma to making Nintendo change the title of the game. So I'm guessing this was Activision's payback. But it is what it is. Overall, I give Transformers Cybertron Adventures a 5 out of 10. You'll rarely see me give a bad review on Transformers. So take this as a once in a blue moon opportunity. Just only get this game if you're a collector. Otherwise, it's just a letdown. Thank you for watching and take care. Till all are one. Cybertron PS3 superior. Cybertron Adventures on the Wii inferior.